Hello and welcome back to some more of Dwarf Fortress. We are now in version 43.03. We have an area here where we have... This is the first area I literally checked, I haven't looked around. This seems good. There's tetrahedrite, there's bituminous coal, lots of gems. All in all, we are gonna just take this and go for it. And here, what do we want here? We want to get rid of a bunch of stuff. We'll keep one quiver and like 2 units of thread and cloth in case we need unless we, in case we need to stitch someone up. And we will take our usual set of seeds. But generally, I want to have a lot of skilled miners with me this time. That's the plan. Just have a lot of miners and get the living quarters up very quickly this time around. So that, people don't get fucked. And we'll actually double our plump helmet seed amounts and go with that. We'll get 2 dogs and 2 cats. Should be enough, and then we'll start by making all of our dwarves into miners. I'm okay with having like a completely unpracticed doctor because I hate my dwarves and I secretly want them to suffer. 1 axe will be sufficient and we will have access to more copper. And there should be enough to engrave. And yeah, we have bituminous coal and lots of it near the surface. And 6,000 copper nuggets is, or 6,000 units of copper vein. It's enough. With the drop chances, that will come to about 2,000 nuggets, I think. And oh, no. We want to take something more if we have leftover stuff. But yeah, I think we're gonna be good. We're not gonna be overflowing with metal, but we're gonna be good. Though, if I can take some castrite with me, that will actually help a lot, because it'll allow me to transmute some of this stuff into actual bronze, which will help a lot. Let's go like this. 20 units of this, so 80 units of tin, which means 160 units of bronze overall, which is enough to equip a squad. Actually 2, I think. So that will work. Okay, good. Cold bridged. Sure. I need to change one of the key bindings though. Because moving cursor up and down Z levels. Actually, no. First of all, zooming in and out. Because mouse will be set to this. Okay. Because I want to move between Z levels using the mouse. That's like the one default thing I up and down. Excuse me? Okay, it's gonna be derpy. Fucktards. I need to be able to scroll up and down. No. Let's say I want to scroll up. Yes. Let's say I want to scroll down. No. There we go. I'm being derpy. Okay, good. Now it's working the way it's supposed to be. We have sand too, and we have gems on the surface. That's really, really good. And lots of coal, which is sort of even better. Okay. So the first order of business. What do we wish to do? We can't really... Actually, what kind of gems did we expect to find here? Anything truly good? Doesn't look like it. At least there's no like emeralds or rubies or diamonds. Which is fine, we can live with that. I think our first order of business should be to just dig a hole. So yeah, buddies, go nuts. It's actually pretty close to the wall. So why don't we make like a convoluted way, and so that the assholes can't shoot at us when we are, you know, doing our whole defense thing. And, well, we are gonna want a place where we can farm below ground anyway, right? Or above ground for that matter. Well, somewhere where we can put down our plump helmets, essentially. That's the important bit, putting down the plump helmets. Because that matters. Plump helmets matter a lot because, well, that's all we're gonna be chewing on for a while. And thank you for following Movlin, or however you pronounce that. Very much thank yous. And okay, let's see. Let's start by digging down a ways. See what the rocks look like right below this. Okay, looks like we're on the edge right here between a soily thing and a mountainy thing, which is kind of crappy. But it looks like it starts to turn into a proper area here, which is great. Okay, that looks absolutely atrocious. A multitude of colors and various crap. It will do nicely. It will do nicely. So let's actually work on digging out a proper landing here and start working on some rooms. Like, really quickly. We're gonna use this as our bedroom level. Okay. So let's start out by digging 20 rooms. 20 rooms will probably last us through the first year, question mark. And even if they don't, we can, with this amount of good miners, really quickly mine out more. We are... Okay. Important question. Okay. It would be nice if the game actually started playing sounds. Because I just realized it's being quiet. And I don't like it. And let's just make sure to dig out a few things here, namely doorways. There we go. And up here, Well, this seems like a suitably fucked up level. Let's see if we can dig out a sufficient area to actually mine in. Oh look, bituminous coal, that's perfect. And holy crap, that was a sound! Okay, reloading the sound configuration apparently worked, that's perfect. We'll have to wait for the next season for proper music, but that's okay. Who gives a fuck about that, right? Okay. I don't. I just remember my various mega projects on occasion that I never seem to finish, like ever. Starting a mega project for me is like the death knell of a fortress, because I know I will never finish it. It's freaking insane. I don't think I have ever finished a truly mega project. Maybe once. I think I built a magma drain once, but I didn't finish draining the magma sea, so that one doesn't really count either. And, you know. 5x5s. Let's see if it's possible to actually build like proper mining, or proper mushroom mining, that is. Proper farming here. Let's try. It does not look promising, I'll tell you that much, but maybe. There is a lot of gems. Digging around in the sand for gems could be useful. Yeah. That doesn't really look proper. Why don't you just dig this whole thing out? Sure, you're welcome on life. Happy to be doing this. Maybe. If I have seeds for the some of the stuff, maybe. Right now, I want to focus on getting basic foodstuffs online. Fishing and hunting I like generally more than outside farming, because it seems like less of a pain in the ass. I'm not really into those fancy above ground crops, you know. I generally leave that to the fucking elves. And, you know, do proper dwarfish things. There, that looks like farm plot. But fishing and farming, things that please Armok because they, you know, deal in blood and death, definitely. There we go, you're all farmers now, bitches. Idlers, freaking idlers. Yeah, that got dug out pretty quickly, I would say. So I feel like we should dig out another landing and start working on actual proper workshop levels. Someplace where we can, you know, actually do things. I would like to actually find, if I could... Well, first of all, why don't we harvest a tiny bit of coal up here and a few gems? Let's start with that. But I do want to find a copper that is supposed to be a little bit deeper according to the prospect tool. And here, well... Here, the thing is quite simple. Plum helmets all year round. Plum helmets all year round and just go to the nuts. Yes, what of Hearts of Iron 4, MC? I know I still have a half-finished Soviet thing, but that was like more or less one. I still have a Sweden thing I need to do for the achieves. I have nearly all the achieves for that, and I was thinking maybe, just maybe, I might do that. In DF Hack, there's command prospect all. If you do it from the world map, it will give you a general idea as what minerals are under the cursor in the area you have currently selected. Just let me map this out and see. You lost the war as America because you ran out of manpower. Okay. You need to take the ideas to get out of isolation. You need to change your manpower laws. You need to use more tanks so you lose less manpower. And, well, there's any number of things. But I've never actually played as America yet, but I'm pretty sure that they are just fucked on manpower and pretty much everything until they can get rid of their isolationism. So it's, you know, kind of a straightforward thing. You need to get ready and get rid of all the crappy stuff you have, much like Britain. It looks like we have a lot of decent gems here near the surface, which could be useful if we start using those. One good gem guy could make a big difference. And well, these guys seem to prefer mining when they choose between farming and mining. So I'm not going to issue any more mining orders until they're done with these and have finished farming those plum helmets, because they kind of And you weren't ready for Spain to backstab you? That sounds like a noob mistake there. Don't trust Spain. You lost all 150 units. Okay. MC, I like you, so I'm not gonna say what I think of that. But I'm sorry, I don't have any lead here on life, so I can't sell stuff to elves properly. I don't have anything poisonous. Much as I wish I did. Okay. Yep, that all looks good. Yeah, really important to actually... I'm gonna maintain small herds of dogs and cats, but I'm not planning to make it a priority, no. Don't want a huge amount of animals. I don't think it would really benefit me. It feels like too much trouble in a lot of ways, you know? And I think I want to widen this some. There. This is where I'm gonna put my temporary food stockpile, by the way. What the fuck is that car signaling out there for? Fucking bastards. Every time I stream, every time. Yes, liberated nations will do that, but losing 150,000 units on a single invasion. That's a special moment. Yes, hunting dogs and war dogs. That's why I said I took a breeding pair of dogs. That's why I took them. That's why I'm gonna bother with those and not with others. Okay. Let them just do their thing and then we can move all this stuff inside. There does seem to be a lot of coal, which is really good. No, it was P for stockpiles. There. That's a food one. Will this look derpy this way? Yeah, I think the way I used to do this was dig out the whole thing. Let's dig out the whole... Actually, no, not the center part, but the rest of it. Looks like they are making slow progress on the whole farming thing. You should have declared on on Spain yourself, MC, and killed them. Oh god, is it set to report everything? No, just important message. I don't need a sound signal for every single cancellation, dude. Really? It's already lagging? Game, I am disappointed. No, really, I am deeply disappointed. Weird lag spikes. Huh. Interesting. Wow. We properly recording? Yes, we are. Good, good, good. Okay, good. Haven't dug out the expansion to the staircase properly either, have they? Do I get a feeling that the lag spikes might have something to do with these mega cancellations as they're trying to move stuff? What kind of animals do we have? A donkey and a yak cow. Dude, why would America suck in tank production? They have the access to the same techs as everyone else. You just need to invest in it properly. Even if you don't have it at the start, just research medium tanks 1 and put 2 production lines on it. There, you have a tank industry. And a lot of countries don't have one thing or another for proper tanks. That's why you need import. You can't produce everything yourself. So you invade Portugal or otherwise just do something to resolve the problem. It's hardly, an impossible situation, I would say, MC. Anyway, let's dig downwards. Come on, give me some tetrahedrite, baby. Give me metal. I am wondering if I should probably make like a carpenters and masons somewhere. Let's do that. 2 of these. A bowyers. And what else? 2 carpenters. A couple of craft dwarves, like 3 will do. And jewelers. Like 3 jewelers. On this level. There. Now they're not going to actually be building those until I, there we go. That's what we wanted. Yeah, 50 tanks a day, that's respectable. Now, if you really want to do something challenging, try and do a world conquest as Great Britain. That was really fun. The actual achievement. That was a good time. I think we're gonna be farming Goblinite and trying to melt down every bit of iron we get and turn it into steel in this one. We're gonna have a Goblinite industry. If these fuckers are even our neighbors and will even attack us, that is. Which they might not. Of course. For any number of reasons. Anyway, let's widen the stairway into a proper one. Okay, that's our first harvest, so we probably won't starve. Probably being the operative term. Okay. Now, let's say we want mechanics, carpentry, and masonry on everyone. that sounds to me like you over-recruited divisions. That sounds to me like you recruited more divisions than your industry could realistically support. Or you didn't pause when you needed to rebuild your reserves. You can't just be constantly charging at the enemy's face, MC. You do have to... Honestly, it sounds like a mismanagement of logistics, putting your troops in a vulnerable position and failing to maintain your supply lines. Alrighty. Okay, what do we want to do next? We want to let them harvest, probably. Though... Okay. Let's... Actually... Let's put some doors on repeat. And let's... Well, what do I have a lot of? Nice. So... Nice doors. Make those. Yeah. And rock mechanisms. I want to get a basic bridge system up ASAP so I can wall myself in if I have to. Yes, and that's normal, MC. That happens. It's a big part of the game, managing that and planning ahead to manage it. That's hardly that. Like with most countries through most of the war in Hearts of Iron 4, you are gonna be behind on a lot of things. You are... Once the war starts and you're in the thick of fighting, you will rarely, unless you're winning crushingly, or have like no troops left, you will rarely have all the guns you need. You will rarely have a surplus. Very rarely. That's just not something that really tends to happen from what I've seen. And why don't we order one of you to be a woodcutter, like you? Yes, I know you need logs. That's why you're gonna go out and cut some trees down. Right now. It's gonna be great. And yet, MC... Piece of cake or no, 150 units wiped. Well, not so much supply routes as logistics in general, I mean. You know? Making sure that your troops... Well, you know what I'm talking about, right? You have to manage the whole strategic situation with supplies, not getting surrounded, having enough stuff. All of it, right? And Spain is always a clusterfuck. Never trust Spain. Ever. Just kill them. No, really, never trust Spain. Fuck Spain. And we have music now. We have gone into summer. Okay. Why don't we do this? Why don't we dig out this and make our actual supply depot in here? And by that I mean our trade depot. It's a pity we won't be digging for much treasure in this one, because I always like digging for treasure in these forts, but having a fort with less resources can be fun too, in a different sort of scavenging kind of way. And we do get gems. Lots of them. And you shouldn't have sent as many troops if France didn't have a large enough harbor. Like you said, you sent 150 divisions. That's way too many. It should have been half that. Until you controlled, like, territory yourself and, you know. Yeah, in terms of planes, they're kind of underpowered. But yeah, Dwarf Fortress. Focus on the Dwarf Fortress. Oh, you motherfuckers didn't make that a repeat job. No, just churn out a couple of beds. Okay, you're gonna make a lot of random stuff. And you can get ready for the... What the fuck are you doing? Oh, you're dragging the rock mechanisms. Okay. Bridge. Yes. Let's make it out of bauxite. Okay. So, no idlers, everyone's busy doing things, mostly because I ordered them to do a lot of things. Okay, assuming I have a thing going like this, in the center we're gonna have the visitor rooms. Because we will be running, you know, a sort of an inn thing. So let's just assume that that's a thing. Or at least some kind. Then from there, we're gonna make a grand hall. Okay. Let's do it like this. And then like this. Like so. No, that's wrong, but like this. This ought to work. There. And then we can make a bunch of chairs and make a grand hall as well at the same time and have like the basic stuff actually set up for a change. Right from the very crap. There, like that. That's good. Alright. What's everyone doing? That's made, that's good. Where do we put the lever? Well, I don't have a lever room, so for now I can just put it here. And that ought to do fine. Let's go with that. Why not? Okay, good. For symmetry's sake, I feel like I should at least map out the other side of this. It's such a chore, so very finicky, which is why I usually put it off for so very long in most of my games. So, you know. I need to remove the designation. Thank you, game, if you would cooperate. Good. Good game. Good. There's a good game. There. And this, of course. There. This should get... This will Okay. Yeah. Definitely take revenge on Spain. Fuck those assholes. This should get dug out in a reasonable amount of time and then we can chillax. We're gonna have a bunch of beds. It should in theory be good. Give people a place to actually sleep. Start by equipping a few of these rooms with actual stuff and define them as actual rooms. In fact, I think we have enough stuff to... Yes! Equip each of these dwarves with a room of their own. Perfect! That's actually really good, because them having rooms of their own will make them happier and less likely to stress out. Not that dwarves really freak out in this version all that much. But, yeah. And, yeah, you get back to digging. Alright. It's a lot of leaves falling, but... That's fine, I guess. Nothing to really worry about. Yes, I think we could get the werebeast. Let's hook up the bridge, shall we? Let's actually hook up the bridge. Make sure we're ready. No, we don't want to do that, because that would be weird. Now, if we did it like this, it should be less weird. Ah, motherfracker. Am I fucking this up? Yes, I am. At least I think I am. Yes, I was. Okay, good. Fixed it. You're doing that? Yeah, make those doors, buddy. Lots of doors to be made. Let's not pause, shall we? And what's going on there, by the way? Need logs. Okay, we're out of logs for the beds. That's fine. Oh yes, there is definitely enough beds. We are not running out of those. That's great. Good. Perfect. Perfect. We like beds. Beds are good. After this we might actually smooth the bedroom level out. We do have the manpower for it, strangely enough. Okay, and you're actually installing actual things. Alright, this is a bedroom. That's a bedroom too. This is a bedroom. They're all bedrooms. Just for you. And we'll actually define some bedrooms for visitors too, maybe. Because we're awesome that way. But for now, let's just make sure that they are all... well... properly set up. And everyone can have a room of their own, even if it's a crappy one. Now, won't that be precious? And then we can smooth this place out and actually make it look good. Like, even... like, there's still gonna be clutter. But... that's a relatively minor thing, right? Okay, I think we probably have enough doors. Actually, no, keep making those. We can always sell them. And we can always find places to place them to make the place look nicer. Anyway, so really, the fact that there's a lot of them really isn't an argument. It's more incentive, really. A opportunity, if you will. How are we on time? I think we should be just about ending this part, yes. Okay, thank you all for watching, I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next episode. Hope to see you there.